Welcome back. Got my shipment of paper here. It's Monday morning. I just now realized that I did take Friday off. I had a great weekend camping. If you're in northeastern United States, check out Airedale Retreat. I'll put a link down below how you can book at this location. My cousin started up a glamping site. It's a lot of fun. It's nice. Just check it out. But anywho, whenever I take a day off, it's always double time when I get back. I had a little over 60 emails and 13 voice messages. But we got tons to do. Paper's here. Presses are warming up. It's gonna be a fun week. I love it when there's tons of stuff to do. 1070 is gonna start with doing a folded brochure. 1200's warming up, and I have a whole bunch of booklets to print on there. And I have a lot of emails and voicemails to get back to. Well, that was a lot of emails I went through and a lot of voice messages, and pretty much all of them were legitimate. So I have a couple quotes to send back, some invoices to send out, a couple more jobs to do. I get to use up my stack of 100-pound gloss here that I purchased back in COVID time. So yeah, I gotta stock this paper. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. So it's a little after 10, and yeah, it's the beauty of having multiple machines, because I even had the 3070 running a small job, but you can divvy out your jobs so you get a lot more done. But I've been running booklets all morning over there, and now printing postcards here. We need to add some toner. Somebody in the comments wondered if I keep track of how many clicks I get out of a bottle of toner. And I honestly don't track per bottle of toner. I compare my clicks to cumulatively what my total cost to ownership is. So what I do is I figure out the total amount of clicks and divide by the total cost of toner, rollers, drums, belts, everything, so I can basically calculate my per click cost. So I don't really keep track of per bottle. I mean, it might be interesting, but that really varies so much. Just because some people might be curious out there, I printed on here my total clicks, so I'll be able to figure out how many clicks I get out of a given bottle of toner. But again, that's going to vary dramatically depending on what I'm printing. I mean, I do print a lot of text with very light color coverage, but you know, I can also go through a toner in a day if it's really solid coverage. So again, that number doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Maybe it should, but that's not how I calculate operating costs on this equipment. Oh, it's finally quiet in here. I can finally think. It's been running all morning. Got all those finished there. I got to cut them down and sort them. I have a two-part job here. I need to put in 1/2-inch tablet form. Got to do that yet. Still have paper to cut down here. I have a newsletter I want a quick run before I turn these off. And then it's time to finish stuff. Okay, before I start sorting this mailing, stitching and sorting the newsletters and cutting these tablets apart, I want to get both these presses running. I have 2 books here. Got some color covers to do, and then the guts of one book here, the guts of another book here. Wake up! That way we'll get a lot more done. As that's printing, I'll be working over there. So the 1200 threw an error code when I turned it on this morning, and I restarted it, no error, so I didn't worry about it. Printed my job, and the last 5 book blocks here got printed with invisible ink. So here you can see it started out fine, and then by the end of the book it got invisible. I think it has something to do with a toner density sensor that senses toner on the drum, because now when I do my maximum density, I get an error. I think that just means it's a dirty sensor. Now this is still under service contract till the end of the month, so I got another 2 weeks, so I can just call a service guy out here, but this will be a good test, if you will, to see if I can fix it and keep it running without getting service out here. So let's just take her apart and see what we find. Okay, so error 1 points to the toner control board, which should live down in here somewhere. I'm just not sure if it's this or that. It's got to be this one and this sensor, so let me just blow that sensor out a little bit. It looks clean. Well, maybe there's another sensor in here. I guess we can just see if that did it. Okay, newbie mistake. I was cleaning the photo detector board. There's another smaller board in here that is the toner control board, and I think it lives kind of underneath the drum. So let's try this again. So I'm going to just take this apart from the top down, just with the intent to learn the different parts. I found our sensor. Oh yeah, it was certainly dirty. So right there is the sensor that was dirty. And right there is some paper that shouldn't be there. Looks like I'm actually missing a finger here as well. I'm not gonna bother repairing that now though. But I think there might actually be some of these laying around. But notice I was real careful when I blew this out too. If you just go full bore air, you're gonna blow toner all over all the other components. The best thing to do here is to vacuum it out, but I just wanted to lightly clean this off over here. But actually I'm pretty confident that'll fix it, so let's put it back together. Okay, let's see if it worked. Let's do our drum first. And this is the one that didn't work. That was it. Now it works. And the dot diameter, I'm sure that'll work too. Yep. There you have it. I think I'll be able to figure this thing out. That wasn't too bad. Just got an order for a third title to be perfect bound, which is great because the more titles I can bind tomorrow, the more efficient I'll be. So I remember from printing this before that this brown page is a little on the tricky side, and there are definitely lines appearing in there. So I mean, I look at the details, and I'm even without looking at that, I'm automatically thinking the corona wires need to be cleaned, and I haven't ever cleaned them yet. I mean, granted, this thing's only been here a few weeks, but I don't know the last time that was done. So I'm going to open it up and clean those and then run the adjustments and see if I can't get that looking better. If I can't get it looking better, we'll just run it on the 3070, but I don't see a reason why this wouldn't print well here. So typically anytime after I clean the coronas in there, I'm going to go through and do all the process adjustments and the gamma adjustments, and then also calibrate the rip to the press. I see an issue now in cyan here, so I don't know if I got a piece of dirt on that corona or what, but I'm going to pull that out, take a look at it. I have no idea what this is, but that shouldn't be there. Oh, now it'll be good. Oh man, yep, that's like night and day. Before and after. It's amazing what just cleaning the corona wires does. Let's run them. So I finally get to run a perf job through the Rosback. It was pretty much good to go. I just moved it an eighth to the side, the perf, and we'll just run them. So it's actually really deceiving. It almost doesn't even look like there's a perf there. It doesn't even go through the whole sheet. But the reason that is because of these wheels right here. These wheels are positioned right after the perf, so they flatten the sheet out immediately after the perf. So the sheets lay flatter, and it kind of closes that perf up. But the perf is definitely there. It tears nice, so I'm going to run them. Wait a second. That's better. That went real well. Got a little greedy there at the end. I was feeding it so fast that the sheet wouldn't drop far enough for the next one to come on top of it. Slowed it down, but none of them were damaged, so just box them up and they're done. It's fun to finally use that thing. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to comment down below. I appreciate so much all the comments, and I enjoy reading them all. And don't forget to like the video. See you on the next one.